Harlon looked up as Senator Monoth entered his planetside office. "Well, Captain, I reviewed your logs. I cannot believe how badly you managed to screw this up." "Excuse me?" Harlon said. "A trove of technology far more advanced than anything even the Elder races have. Stasis, quantum communication, artificial intelligence. And you let the species in stasis wake up and claim it. And it was built by them." General McComb sighed. Alpha Squad was on their third facility. Those had been easy, simple fibre link cuts easily repaired. The fourth had some hardware failure. The good news was they were able to bring the facility's nanoforges online to build the replacement hardware. Corporal Mix and Dr. Ducan stayed behind to monitor the forges and install the new hardware while Alpha Squad continued to the next facility. They would be picked up on the return trip. None of that mattered right now as McComb donned his well-worn combat harness. He peeked into stasis. "Gaia," he spoke out loud. "Yes, General." "Confirm uplink to my harness onboard system and holoprojector." "Yes, General. All connections green." "Good. Any more weapons tests you want to tell me about?" he said with a grin. "No, sir. Just the one." He was silent for a moment. "When I went in the freezer, all platforms were below 2% plasma reserves. How long did it take you to replenish?" he asked, as he stood and began to head towards the facility exit near Harlon's camp. "Only a single automated refinery was left operational by the end, and it was far below optimal capacity. It took me 4 centuries to refuel the first Gungnir, rearming missile and projectile reserves a few decades more," she replied. "I tried over 1,000 times to land something planet-sized, small and versatile enough to restore my links to the ZT facility. With no atmosphere to slow it down, nothing I could build could land safely and be small enough to enter and effect repairs," the AI replied with remorse. "So I focused all my efforts on repairing and rebuilding the Gungnirs." "Gaia, it's okay. I reviewed your logs and reports. You did everything you could." "I know, General. I ran far more simulations than made attempts. You read my reports. Did that include the bit about Mimir's well?" "I did. A bit misnamed, but considering what you were able to build there, I'm not going to complain." "Thank you, sir. I had to do something to pass the time. It was a nice little side project once I gave up repair attempts." McComb reached the door. "Okay, Gaia. Observation mode only, unless I signal you." "Of course, General." McComb exited the facility into the Kakan prefab airlock they placed around it. It cycled him through automatically, and he made his way to Harlon's office. Gaia showed Monoth was there. He threw open the door, tearing the plastic latch as if it were paper, and stormed inside. Monoth was in fact there, seated opposite of Harlon. McComb snatched the back of the alien's tunic and jerked him over the chair to slam him against a prefab wall, shaking the whole office. The alien's breath was knocked out of him. "Let's have a chat, shall we?" The smaller alien tried to check her words. "Harlon, did I fuck up and hurt him seriously?" No. He looks to just be stunned, General." McComb nodded. "Good. No doubt you're thinking about the reinforcements you sent for. Well, with a 6-day travel time for the drone, 3 to 4 days to muster the troops and transports, you're looking 16, 17 days for the cavalry to show up, if they were coming. Gaia blasted your drone as soon as it left your sensor range." He triggered the sensor recording of the drone's debris field, such as it was, on his harness's shoulder's mounted projector. "Lies!" the senator managed to say finally. "Have the captain send a scout out to look. As long as they don't try to break for FTL, I won't destroy them." "More lies. If this system had defenses, they would have been used." "They ran dry, idiot, and Gaia's had a few thousand years to rearm them. Trust me, nothing your species has is getting in or out of this system unless I allow it." What do you want?" the senator asked. "What I want is to jam my PPR under your fat chin, pull the trigger, and let the plasma beam convert your biomass into a semi-organic polymer with traces of DNA elements. Let me be clear, since it doesn't appear your people have phased plasma rifles, the plasma hits you, consumes the matter that makes you up, burning you into a semi-organic polymer goo. Whatever elements that make up your DNA end up uncoupled, floating in the polymer. At this range, it would blow right through your skull, through wall of this office, and your enclosure. Your people would be sucking vacuum in 10 to 15 minutes. Me, I'd survive long enough to get back to my facility, but assassinating, no, that would be more of an execution, Executing a foreign government official seems like a good way to start a war. So I don't always get what I want, Senator. I'll settle for you to not attempt to finish the genocide of my race.
If I refuse?
Mordov managed to croak out. McComb leaned into him. It took the Morlov uncountable numbers. He ignored Gaia's implied message of, "Excuse me," and continued, "to break this system's defenses. They had technical parity with us. Mostly they hadn't discovered the whole FTL aperture plasma beam before their hive mind died, and the warriors and drones had no interest in copying or inventing new tech. Nothing your people have comes closer. We don't want to be your enemy, Senator, but we don't have to be friends either." He released the alien politician, who immediately ran out. "That's rude," McComb commented.
"Flight instinct can be hard to overcome,"
Harlon replied. "We have fight or flight."
"It was theorized the Death Orders would. Nice to know the theory is right," Harlon sighed. "If that drone had made it, troops would have come. They would have been under his command as the senior civilian government official present. My government would never allow such an atrocity as he was to happen, but they would have to know."
"That's why he came here first, then tried to send back for the troops. By the time your government found out, it would have been too late. His first move would have been to seize your ship, relieve you of command, or send you back home. Can you send a drone and have him record?"
"Will your AI let the drone leak the system?"
Harlon countered. "If you're sending a report to your government requesting his recall and explaining opposition, then yes."